Cooking with Kelly. Italian style tiramisu. For our tiramisu, we choose to make an easy solution with no biscuits, so not the finger biscuits you get like for babies or something. As it would be in the original recipe, we do it with a normal biscuit dough. So first of all, we need 4 eggs for our biscuit, which is the cake part of the tiramisu. We put them in a bowl, add sugar, see down in the description how much sugar you need, and give it a good mix with the mixer. We need a nice, fluffy, creamy kind of sugary egg. So, as soon we have done this, we will measure our dry ingredients. Dry ingredients always mix first before you put it into the liquid, otherwise it will not distribute evenly. For this we will need flour, salt, just a little pinch to activate the baking soda, and roughly a flat teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder to make our biscuit dough really fluffy. So, after we measured and mixed our dry ingredients, we will add this to our egg mixture that we just did, and then we fold it under. So what's the difference between folding and mixing? Folding, basically you go into the dough on the side, lift it slightly and fold it over the ingredients. You repeat this as long you need until the flour is evenly distributed into the dough. So you want a nice yellow even dough with loads of bubbles in it. The bubbles with this what makes our biscuit then that fluffy and that extra yummy for our tiramisu. Take a baking tray, put some baking grease paper on it, and push it in the oven at 240 degrees Celsius for roughly 10 minutes, 12 minutes, till it's baked nice and golden brown. Also, when you spread out the dough, don't use the flat side of your spatula, use the sharp side or the side to spread it out even, to keep the bubbles in the dough. If you taste the dough, it should taste like sweet egg, like eggnog basically. So next we do is our cream for the tiramisu. First we need to split 4 eggs. We need for the cream 4 egg yolks and 2 egg whites. So split the eggs, and the leftover 2 egg white you can put aside for omelette, for scrambled eggs, whatever you want to make next, or just fry it in a pan, put it on a bread and have a nice egg bread for before you go to bed, for example. Don't keep the egg white too long in the fridge. You could get sick with salmonella, and nobody wants this. If you're not able to split the eggs into the eggshell halves, just use 2 cups and just slide them from left to right until the egg is split in egg yolk and egg white. So now we add powdered sugar to the egg yolks. You usually can sift the powdered sugar, but you don't have to, as we work with the mixer anyway. And we pour in a good pinch of amaretto. You can also use coffee liquor, or if you prepare this for children, just use the aroma for with almonds or rum aroma, or even vanilla if you have nothing else by hand. But you need to spice it a little up, otherwise it will taste very plain. So this will be the base for our cream. We make it nice and fluffy until it's even. Don't wonder about the size of the bowl, because we make this for 6 portions. So if you are less than 4 people, maybe use just half of the recipe. Then we pour in 250 grams mascarpone cream. I tried to find something to replace the mascarpone that's maybe cheaper or something, but honestly nothing ever hit the taste as much as the mascarpone. So we mix it in. This time we mix, we don't fold, and we mix that long until the mascarpone is evenly distributed in the cream. So you don't want to have cheesy lumps in it. What you can do is you can use a mixing spoon, or you can use the mixer on lowest setting. But sometimes the mascarpone is getting runny and liquidy, and then you don't have a tiramisu, then you have a tiramisu, what is not that nice, to be honest. In the meantime, while we preparing this, the coffee maker can do you half a cup of coffee, or even better, some espresso. You can also use the powdered version. I made in the meantime 3 espresso with the espresso maker, because it's just tastier. So when we have done our mascarpone distributed into the egg, we take the 2 egg whites and make them as fluffy as possible. Make sure your bowl is free of any kind of fat, otherwise your egg white will not get stiff. So mixer highest setting, and it takes 2-3 minutes, depends on how good it works. So make sure it's really nice and stiff and fluffy. And then you see the difference between mixing and folding, because now we fold under this egg snow, as we call it in German. Yes, I'm German by nature. And you get the fluffiness and the stiffiness into our cream that we just prepared. When you have worked in or folded in the egg white snow, not Snow White, you start and cut the dough we just prepared. We made a second one in 4 quarters. Then you take one of the quarter, put some coffee on it, so sprinkle roughly 3/4 of an espresso on it. Then you pour some alcohol. I use amaretto as it's normal in Italy, but you also can use coffee cream or any other sweet, nutty or sugary liquor. If you do it for kids, of course, don't use alcohol. Use some more coffee and put the almond flavoring into the coffee. Then sprinkle it over Put some of the cream on it. Spread it out over the dough. Put a second dough on it. A little sprinkle of the liquid again. Another layer of cream. Spread it out nicely. And then take a sieve, or if you're used to do it, the cacao powder. I use unsweetened cacao powder in this case. And just pour a little on top. This lasts easily 1 or 2 days in the fridge, and you have a nice, yummy, homemade, with no artificial ingredients, dessert for you and your family. Enjoy cooking your own tiramisu. If you like, leave us a like. If you want not to miss any of the other videos we make for you, give us a subscription. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.